Dear student, now I give lecture on partial discharge measurements. This topic comes under non-destructive testing of materials and electrical apparatus in Module 5. Under partial discharge measurements topic, we studied about the introduction to partial discharge measurements and partial discharge phenomenon terminology used. Then, introduction to partial discharge measurements. Earlier, the testing of the insulator and other equipment was based on the insulation resistance measurements, dissipation factor measurements, and breakdown test. It was observed that the dissipation factor tan delta was voltage dependent and hence became a criterion for the monitoring of the high voltage insulation. In further investigations, it was found that the weak points in an insulation, like voids, cracks, and other imperfections, lead to internal or intermittent discharges in the insulation. These imperfections, being small, were not revealed in capacitance measurements but were revealed as power loss components in contributing for an increase in the dissipation factor. In modern terminology, these designated as partial discharges, which in course of time reduce the strength of the insulation, leading to a total or partial failure or breakdown of the insulation. If the sites of the partial discharges can be located inside an equipment, like in a power cable or a transformer, it gives valuable information to the insulation engineer about the regions of the greater stress and imperfections in the fabrication. Based on this information, the designs can be considerably improved. Okay, now you can from the figure length, we can consider the capacitor with a void inside the insulation, which is denoted by the Ca. The capacitance of the void by a capacitor in series with the rest of the insulation capacitance, which is denoted by Cb. The remaining void free material is represented by the capacitance, which is denoted by Cc. Now you see the circuit diagram. The figure 1a represents the insulating device with a void Ca and its simplified electrical equivalent circuit. The figure B represents the voltage across the void Ca. In the figure, Ca represents the capacitance of the void acting as a spark gap. Cb is the capacitance of the remaining series insulation with the void. Cc is the remaining part of the discharge-free insulation of the test object. Now you see the circuit diagram in figure A, equivalent circuit. When the voltage across the capacitor is raised, a critical value is reached across the capacitor Ca and a discharge across through the capacitor. That is, it becomes short circuited. This is represented by the closure of the switch. Okay. In the figure B is nothing but the time voltage characteristics. The time is taken along the x-axis. Voltage is taken along the y-axis. Now you can draw the time voltage wave. So the in between that U and V, that is the change in voltage, that is del V only. Okay. Already we studied how the circuit becomes short circuited. Generally, the Ca much less than the Cb, much less than the Cc. The charge del Qa, which is present in the capacitor Ca, which flows through the capacitance Cb and Cc, which are giving rise to a voltage pulse across the capacitor, cc. The voltage measurement pulses across the capacitor gives the amount of the discharge quality. But this type of measurement in practice is very difficult because an apparent charge measurement across a detecting impedance is usually made. Now you see the figure 2. The figure 2 represents the straight discharge deduction circuit. So the circuit consists of high voltage testing transformer, filter, band pass filter, amplifier, display unit, that is CRO or pulse counter or multi-channel analyzer unit. Any one of you can use it as a display unit. So which is mentioned in the circuit diagram as a block 1 high voltage testing transformer, the 2 that is the filter LC filter circuits, and then the 3 block is nothing but the band pass filter. The 4th one is the amplifier but for amplification purpose. The 5th one is the display unit for display the discharge of the deduction circuit. Okay, in the straight discharge deduction circuit, the Cx represents the sample or test space, Cc is the coupling condenser, Zm is the detector impedance, and then Vk is the calibrating pulse, and then Ck is the calibrating capacitor, and Qk is nothing but the calibrated charge, which is equal to Qk equal to Ck into Vk. That is the capacitance multiplied by voltage with respect to calibrator charge. Okay, so this is the introduction to partial discharge measurement for non-destructive testing of materials and electrical apparatus. Then we studied about the partial discharge phenomenon. What are the terminology used in the partial discharge phenomenon? The totally 11 terminology used in the partial discharge phenomenon. They are electrical discharge, partial discharge, discharge inspection, applied voltage, discharge extension, applied voltage, discharge magnitude, discharge energy, average current, quadratic rate, discharge detector, sensitivity, resolution. Now we detailedly studied about the terminology used in the partial discharge phenomenon. First one is electrical discharge. What do you mean by electrical discharge? Okay, so the movement of the electrical charges through an insulating, that is dielectric medium initiated by the electron avalanches. This is known as the electrical discharge. What is the partial discharge? An electrical discharge that are only partially bridges the dielectric medium or insulating medium between two conductors. Then discharge inspection applied voltage is nothing but the lowest voltage at which the discharges of the specified magnitude recur when an increasing alternating current voltage is applied to the circuit only. Then discharge extension applied voltage. It is nothing but the lowest voltage at which the discharges of the specified magnitude will appear when an applied AC voltage which is more than the inspection voltage is reduced. Then discharge magnitude. Discharge magnitude is nothing but the quantity of the charge which are measured at the terminals of the sample due to a single discharge. Then discharge energy. Discharge energy is nothing but the energy dissipated by a single discharge. Then average current. The average current is nothing but the average value of the discharge current during a cycle due to a single discharge or multiple discharges, that is I suffix A, the average current over and time interval capital T can be calculated by the formula Ia equal to 1 by T. The summation of the limit is small r, that is 1 to m, then the modulus of QR, where QR is nothing but the Q is the apparent charge in the rth discharge. The discharge is nothing but the from 1 to m only. Then quadratic rate. Quadratic rate is nothing but the average value of the square of the discharge magnitudes, which is denoted by the letter D. The D, that is the quadratic rate, is calculated by using the formula D equal to 1 by T modulus of summation of QR squared. Then discharge deductor. Discharge detector is nothing but a device or an instrument which are used for detecting, that is either detecting or measuring the discharges. Then sensitivity. Sensitivity is nothing but the magnitude of the smallest individual discharge which can be measured under particular test conditions. Resolution. The resolution is nothing but the minimum interval between two discharges which can be measured without the magnitude of one discharge affecting the other. So these are the terminology, all are the definition only. So you can don't change this wording and all, because this is the definitions. Okay, this is the terminology. 11 terminology which are used in the partial discharge phenomenon for non-destructive testing of materials and electrical apparatus. Dear students, in this lecture video, you clearly understood the concept of introduction to partial discharge measurement, then partial discharge phenomenon terminology used. Thank you students for listening this class.